You do the right thing and they find a loophole to screw you over with.
How can you not pay something when it's in writing?
For the Stephen family, the pain of losing a loved one is still raw.
You're right, bro. Get up.
Chris Newman was 63 when he died of a heart attack. Adopted as a child and with no kids of his own, these are the people Chris called family.
Nobody could tell him anything different. I was his sister and I was his next of kin, and that was it.
When June Stephen met Chris 25 years ago, the pair formed an inseparable bond.
Our birthday was the same day every year, so we celebrated our birthdays together.
Like a brother and sister?
Yeah, exactly. And he told everybody I was his sister.
To June's two sons, Adam and Justin, he was Uncle Chris.
For us, it was like he had that opportunity so he could help raise a couple of kids.
You were the kids he never had.
Yeah.
When Chris died, his bank balance and work entitlements were paid to June, his next of kin.
The licensing centre looked at the coroner's report and the death certificate and transferred his vehicle to my name. None of it was an issue.
Just the super.
Just the super.
Chris had discussed it with me several times, saying he's got nobody else. He wanted to make sure that we were on his super.
Chris's intentions were clear. On his superannuation policy, he named Adam and Justin as beneficiaries. They were to receive 50% each. His policy was worth around $50,000, but superannuation company AMP has told the two men they won't receive a cent because they weren't immediate family.
Doesn't matter whether family's blood or not. Family is family, full stop.
It's very important to remember that you don't own your super. You are merely a member of a fund, and the fund is controlled by a trustee.
Wills and estate lawyer Morgan Solomon says legally AMP hasn't done anything wrong.
There's also a presumption that you can leave your super to whomever you want, but that's simply not the case. You can only leave your super to a very narrow class of people, and they're called dependents.
He says if you don't have a spouse or children, it's vital that you have a will. Chris Newman didn't.
Without that, you're at a loss. And without that, the super is entirely at the discretion of the super fund trustee.
Well, he filled out their paperwork saying that's what he wanted, and you're still... So what difference is another letter going to make, or another piece of paper or a will going to make when you're not taking any notice of the beneficiaries you wrote down anyway?
So with no dependents, guess where Chris's hard-earned super is headed?
If you don't sort out your estate planning, your super could be paid to the WA state government.
Chris would be furious, absolutely furious, that his money, his hard-earned money, could go to the government.
It's not about the money, it's about the fact that they're doing it to us, and how many other people have they done it to?
I think this is a very timely warning for people to evaluate their own circumstances and ask themselves, do I have a will? Is it doing the right job? Have I looked at my super?
If Chris was here today, he would be on the phone, if not down at the main office building, going off his rocker.